Hello and welcome. Hi, everybody. It is me, Dr. Shivani. I wanted to jump on here and share with you 6 easy ways we can reboot our health in the new year. So first of all, Happy New Year, happy 2023. I hope you guys are having a beautiful start to your new year. If you're anything like me, I am excited. I'm excited about a year full of wonder and hope and growth and transformation, and things just being even better than they were last year. I can't say that I'm in any mood for like a new year, new me, because I think last year was pretty epic. But now if it could be even more epic, that would be pretty incredible. So as we embark on the new year, I don't know if you're experiencing this, but it takes a moment to kind of acclimate to, okay, the holidays are over. It's time to put the Christmas tree away. It's time to put that decor, the Christmas lights away. Or if you celebrate Hanukkah or another holiday, like the holiday season is wrapping up and it's time to kind of package it, put it away in the boxes, pack it deep into your garage or attic far away. And it's also maybe time to kind of take those holiday habits and close them up and package them up and put them away. But we're human. And so it's not the easiest thing to just say, boom, awesome, let's go. I'm ready to have tea and be so good with all my healthy habits. And I'm going to hydrate and do all the good things. And I'm going to take my supplements. I'm going to be like, my favorite supplement, of course, is the one I made, but be perfect at all these healthy habits. So what I encourage you to do as you embark on a new year is be gentle with yourself, be patient with yourself, and put each habit in place slowly. Just like the holiday season runs from like October or Thanksgiving all the way until the end of the year, it's a 6 to 8 week journey, depending on who you are. It's not going to take one day to turn around our habits as we embark on the new year. I myself am stepping into it piece by piece by piece. Exercise, amping up the intensity, workout by workout. Hydration. This is my workout bottle from this morning. It's like 2 o'clock and I made this at 7 a.m. It's still this full. So goal, finish it by 3-ish and embark on the next one. So hydration is definitely a goal I'm not winning at yet, but I'm committed to try to really win at this one this year because it's a habit that's effective and important. So let's dive in. I wrote down here for you guys 6 simple habits that are free that can help us rebalance our gut health, rebalance our entire system, take us from like our hyper stressed, intense mode that we might be in from the holidays and all the commitments we had, and help us transition gently into, all right, it's a new year. Let's start fresh. And maybe kind of journal or take a moment and think about what are the things that you want to feel going into the new year. So for myself, I want to feel energized. I want to feel strong. I want to feel focused and productive. I have my notebooks in my work bag, and I haven't even been able to get myself to sit and write like a big old list of things to do in the new year, which is not like me. I normally am like so focused and productive and hustle and grind and do. And I'm like, okay, if you're not ready yet, just take a minute. And I'm having a time where every time I eat nowadays, I get sleepy in the middle of the day. I'm getting sleepy every day, which is kind of weird for me. So I was like, let's look at that. What's going on? Getting back on the supplement trains, taking work. Each thing is taking a little more energy than what I'm used to. And so I'm like, okay, how about you be loving as you're gently detoxing and starting the new year? How about you practice this one with kindness? And that way, as you're rebuilding each habit into your life, it's going to become easier to do so. Like, I don't know what's making me itch today. Sorry if I touched my face 20 times more than usual. Something's like weird. But yes, so 6 healthy habits to start the new year. My first one would be exercise. Easily, hands down. Moving the body helps us do what? And I know some of this is going to sound so basic. You're like, Shivani, stop it. We all know we have to exercise, whatever. Yeah, okay. But a lot of times our mind needs to understand the why to compel us to go do the thing, right? It's not as easy as go exercise. It's more about, okay, what's the really compelling reason that connects to me and my why that'll inspire me to go do the thing? So what does moving give us? Moves the lymphatic system. If you want to detox, you need to move. Can't sit there stagnant in our chairs, all comfy, leaning back on our iPhones, on Facebook and Instagram, which I know you're on Facebook right now, or YouTube. But gotta like get up, get out there, get moving, get challenging ourselves, whether it's for a walk for 10 minutes, 30 minutes, being out in nature, signing up for new workouts. Maybe you've done the same thing for years. I've done the same workout at the same gym for at least 5 or 6 years now, at least. Yeah, at least 5. And I love it. It's intense. It's amazing. But I think I need to change the game a little. Like 3 workouts there, 1 at a different gym, or 3 workouts there, 1 Pilates workout, just to mix it up a little bit. But exercising will move lymphatic, move blood flow, increase muscle mass, which is going to what? Help you burn calories, increase metabolism. If you do leg workouts, what's that's going to do? Increase your testosterone, help with balancing hormone levels that could be out of whack. Cardio builds endurance. You'll build your bone health. There's so many compelling reasons to exercise. I find that 2020 pandemic made people become really complacent. Like we all had 2020 whacked pretty much all of us. And in many ways whacked how people exercise and move their bodies. We became more sedentary. So I encourage you first and foremost, get off your butt and go move. Move twice as much, move 3 times as much, and then move even more. I know that sounds like a lot, but it's not. The more you're in motion, the more you're going to process through your emotions and your thoughts, and you're going to process through everything you need to until you're just clear. My best tip for 2020 and 2021 when I talked to people was go in nature and walk. And here's a pro tip. And I've told this to many people who called me personally with all sorts of major health struggles. Go to the park and walk counterclockwise every day. Go unwind all the things that are in your mind that you are not happy about. It could be your in-laws, could be your friends, could be your family, could be your children, could be your work, could be your marriage, could be your partner, could be anything, whatever it is, whatever thoughts are not good, unwind, walk in circles. And then all of a sudden when you're like, oh, I feel good, I feel settled, start walking clockwise. Start winding with nature, the power of nature, setting deep intentions with Mother Earth of what it is that you do want. I want growth. I want flow. I want ease and flow. I want peace. I want more love. I want peace in my home with my kids. I want whatever those things are for you, wind them in, create them intentionally, set those deep intentions with Mother Earth. It can be a very powerful practice. This is one of those pro tips that I teach in my program, Fusionary Method. I like to go deep with people on the ways that Ayurveda has given us really cool, profound tools. They don't have to be complex. They don't have to be expensive. They can be easy, simple tools that once you build them into your life, like as a lifestyle, it's just part of who you are. But it's a tool that can give you profound health benefits. Imagine if every evening you're walking in nature, what are we accomplishing? Digesting dinner, pre-digesting. We are moving with nature, breathing more in nature. We are building strength in the body. Walking and yoga are 2 of the favorite ways that we have in Ayurveda for us to encourage people to move the body. There's so many benefits there, not even mentioning mental, emotional, spiritual connection with the body. And the whole point of Ayurveda is bringing mind, body, and spirit into alignment. So when I say pro tip, I'm calling it pro tip. It's an Ayurveda hack. It's a way to really shift who we are, how we feel in our body, and how we're processing through life. So not to harp on that point forever. I don't want to be like 20 minutes on you should exercise, but it's a very important point. Free, easy way to kick off being healthier in the new year, move more. Every time you get a phone call where you're like, oh my God, I'm going to be on this phone call for 2 hours, put in your little headphones. Keep some headphones around, please, no AirPods. I don't want EMF signals going through your brain. I don't think they're good for you at all. Sorry if that's unpopular. Headphones, plug them into your iPhone, walk and talk. It's very easy. I had the habit of just walking around my dining room. It's a table, it's a circle, walking around my pool, just getting movement in wherever you can. Whenever my sister calls, I just get up and start walking. Sometimes I put stuff away, I talk to her, whatever that is. So find conscious ways to build movement more into your life so that you move your system more. When I go to the gym and I do Versa climber and like cardio machines, like the treadmill, I really say, I set an intention. I say all my cells are vibrating as one. All my cells are clearing out what does not serve. All my cells know what my intentions are. All that does not serve is released. All that I wish to do in the world is possible because all my cells know what I intend to do in the world. So you can really use the time of exercise as a spiritual journey. You can use exercise to help your whole body vibrate at the level of vibrancy that you crave in the world. For me, what is my goal? Teach Ayurveda to the world. It's what I'm here for. It's what I'm here to do. It's what I'm gonna do. I have a long life ahead of me to do the work. So when I'm at the gym, that is the intention I set while I'm doing cardio. I'm like, let's go. Come on, body, have the energy, have the clarity, have the focus. There's a lot to do here, and I have a lot I want to accomplish in every given year. So that's tip number one. Tip number two, I wrote hydrate. God knows this is like my one habit I suck at the most. I really wish hydration was easy for me. I have a very special health coach. His name is Dylan. As the founder of my supplement company, Fusionary Formulas, I have about 100 amazing doctors, ambassadors, health coaches, and practitioners who recommend it. And so I get to meet the coolest people. And one of them that I got to meet and really love is Dylan. He teaches about nutrition. He and I are very aligned in our thinking around food and how to eat and how to time it and circadian. And we totally nerd out together. But Dylan gave me a tip around hydration last year when we met. He said, Shivani, 2 glasses of water 4 times a day will give you the water intake you need. So set an alarm on your phone and do that. So I have an alarm. It's not quite working yet, but it's the new year. You know, building new habits takes a minute. It's not automatic. I took a picture of my happy clock. Yeah, here it is. Ta-da. So I set alarms. See this? 6:15, wake up gorgeous. 7 o'clock, which is right when I'm preparing my kids' lunches and everything and all my stuff to run out the door. Water and supplements. Like, don't leave without your supplements. And I keep my supplements on my work desk at my office and at home right on the kitchen counter so I don't miss them. 10:30, hello, it's been 3.5 hours. Please stop and hydrate again and take your supplement. And that's normally my mid-morning tea time. 3:30, high tea and a healthy snack. That I talk about a lot with my private clients, which is, please, y'all, stop and eat a good, healthy snack. 4 o'clock, supplements again, hydrate. And then obviously I'm going to have dinner. And then in 8:15, invest in self-care time. So I changed the verbiage on this one because it used to say, enjoy some self-care. And I'd always see it and be like, yeah, right, I have kids. Just not the right mindset. So I changed it recently to invest in self-care time. And it's resonating much better in me because I'm like, oh, of course I should invest in some self-care time. I'm going upstairs and I'll do something, whether it's the journal or wash my face with a face mask or do dry brushing and the things I teach. And then 9 o'clock, bedtime rituals begin. I'm a huge fan of optimizing our sleep, investing in our sleep for it to be epic. That's a whole entire separate topic. So hydration, super important. If you have to set alarms, do it. If you have to buy a fancy, pretty water bottles, do it. This is called the Cool Fusionary Life water bottle. You can totally buy it on my website, fusionaryformulas.com. Or there's this bottle called Healthy-ish that I've seen on Instagram that has like the time on it, whatever it takes, you guys, with a straw, with glass. For me, I'm the biggest glass fan. So I carry my water bottle in glass. I carry my tea in glass. I'm just weird like that, but I need everything in glass. Or I simply won't do it. So hydration, why? Because literally our body and our brain needs it. So if you want to be productive and functional and have your brain firing on all cylinders, you need to hydrate. If you want your systems to work, you need to hydrate. If you would like to lose weight in the new year, you have to hydrate. If you want your lymphatic system to detox for you, if you're doing any detox, you have to hydrate. So there's like a million reasons why we must hydrate. I think it's about finding what you need to do to help yourself hydrate. So for example, my water's pink because it has this electrolyte powder on it. If you want to know which one, go to Instagram. I posted it in my stories. If you're catching this later, I guess I could put it in the show notes and be nice. But it's an electrolyte powder called Superior, spelled Superieur. I just looked it up. I was recommended it at Hippocrates Health Institute, where I went for a detox for 3 weeks in 2018. Flavor your water if you have to. Put some fruit in there, put some mint in there, make it pretty. Use those powders like electrolyte powders, vitamin C powders, whatever you've got to do to make it awesome. Sometimes what I used to do was line up these bottles on my counter or on my desk. So I'd feel guilty if I didn't finish them, and then I'd sit and chug them. So whatever tool you've got to use for you, please do it. Sometimes what I do is I'll start drinking peppermint tea. So green tea, black tea, coffee, all these things are dehydrating to our system. They leach water out of our system. So as a green tea addict, I'm addicted to this one and the one I designed. I actually dehydrate my body all day. So usually around this time, around 3, I get all tired and I get a headache and I'm like, oh gosh, why do I feel like crap? I slept well, I ate well, I don't understand. The minute I chug a bottle of water, I feel great again. And water's relatively free. So health habit number 2, that's free and easy for all of you, hydrate. There's a million reasons why. We just have to get in the habit of doing it more. Number 3, health habit number 3, that's free and easy, sun gazing. So in Ayurveda, we teach a concept called circadian rhythm. What does that mean? So there's something called the circadian clock. It just means nature's clock. So nature has a sunrise, sunset, it's bright in the morning, it's dark in the evening. Very simple concept, right? So what's so important to understand is we are fighting against nature every day. And I don't know about you, but I think Mother Earth's a little stronger than I am, a little more resilient, might have maybe seen a few more eons than I have. And I can either battle with Mother Earth all the time, or I can say, you know what? You're right, honey, let's go. So in Ayurveda, what we teach is live according to nature. And that means wake up when the sun rises, settle down when the sun sets. And so many people I meet are like, I'm a night owl. I do my best work at night. No, you don't, guys. It's called Pitta overdrive. So we teach a concept called the doshas. Again, totally separate video. There's a dosha quiz on my website, shivanigupta.com, if you want to go there. I've been talking about it on like 20 podcasts lately. But the thing is, if you are going to fight against nature and push yourself into the night and not honor wakefulness during waking hours and sleeping during sleeping hours during darkness, you're going to constantly be battling with nature, which thus causes chronic disease and all sorts of health issues. So if you're struggling with gut issues, weight, hormone imbalances, name an issue, just try sleeping better. Try living according to your circadian rhythm. I've customized my whole life around it. I've built my life around it. And when I go off schedule, there's a price to pay. It's called the holidays. And it's going to take me a couple weeks to unwind all that fun and partying and late nights and early mornings and all those things. So really late nights and late mornings because we slept in so much. So sun gazing, what that means is wake up in the morning and instead of staying indoors and being like, oh yeah, I see the sun, it's out there. Go outside, physically move your body, go outside and look at the sun and let the sun, I mean, don't look at it directly in the, like with your eyes and harm your eyes, but let the sun kiss you in the morning. Sun gazing is so important. Why? Activates our circadian rhythm, indicates to our body, our pituitary gland and our hormones, hey, it's morning, let's go, people, let's go. Not the typical, I don't know about you, but I do this sometimes. I'll wake up and I'm like, I'm tired. Oh my God, I have to get these kids to school. I need my tea. Get in the car, like literally jump from house to car, barely in the sun for 2 seconds before my tinted car is on me, drinking my tea, perking up, being like, I'm going to need another cup of tea. No, that's not the ideal way. The ideal way is wake up. I teach something called the Nacharya, the 12 self-care rituals. But let's say on an ideal day, you wake up, take a few moments to tune into yourself, meditate, head outside. You can start the coffee maker, grab a glass of water, ginger lemon tea, head outside and allow the sun to wake you up. Be in nature for 5 minutes. Maybe do a meditation out there, anything, but be in nature to awaken your circadian rhythm, awaken the body to the fact that it's daytime. And then in the evening, there's a whole separate set of evening self-care rituals, which help you wind down and indicate to the body that it's bedtime. So sun gazing is tip number 3. Tip number 4, self-care. So self-care is so important. I mentioned something called Dinacharya. I teach the 12 self-care rituals of Ayurveda that can be completely transformational to our health. Some of them include tongue scraping, dry brushing, oil pulling, Abhyang massage. So you may have heard me teach about them. I'll make you guys a whole separate video on them. I love teaching about the self-care rituals. And in my program, Fusionary Method, I have everyone practice them together over the time period that we're together so that it really becomes embodied into you and into your life. And whenever you're needing them, you crave them and remember that those are your best tools to help you feel better. So self-care is huge. I know it's a term that we throw around a lot, and some people say, oh my God, like how much time do we have for self-care? I actually believe that if we put self-care as the anchor into our lives, in a rhythm, in a pattern, we can completely transform how we experience our lives. And I live by that. And it's awesome. I literally wake up, self-care, start my day, all those things on my calendar, taking my supplements, water. I literally think of myself. And yeah, I have a big workload and kids and all the things, but because I stop for self-care and anchor back in, it's created an entirely different quality of life, like at a profound level that's so unique and different than anything I ever had before this. So I'm a big, big, big fan of self-care, and I'm happy to dive deeper into that topic with you guys. Point number 5, nature time. So I know I mentioned it as walking. I know I mentioned it as sun gazing, but truly consciously going and putting yourself in nature, whether it's forest bathing, which I know sounds like a weird thing, find a tree, sit under it and chill. Like go in nature and hike, go walk around, find a new park, find a new place. If you're in Florida, beach time. I went to the beach over New Year's and I was like, dang, why don't we go do this all the time? What's wrong with us? I live less than 10 minutes from the beach. It's kind of ridiculous that I go to the beach a couple times a year. So is there a park or place around you that's gorgeous? As I'm looking forward into the year, I'm like, okay, where do I want to travel? What's on my bucket list? Can I do one thing off my bucket list? And can I add in every single month, we just go explore a river in Florida just to get out and be in nature? And that's where understanding your mind-body constitution or your dosha comes in. If you know your dosha, vata, pitta, or kapha, your predominant dosha, I teach everyone their individual mind-body constitution. You're going to know which type of travel fills your cup the most and refreshes you and rejuvenates you the most. I'm a pitta. I need to go be near water. That's just how it is. And so it's good that I'm the mother and I get to plan all these trips. And I'm like, let's go to King's Landing, Orlando. Let's go to Gainesville. Let's go to Marco Island. Let's go float down a river. Why? Because that's medicine for me. It literally soothes my soul. So it's so important that you know what your dosha is, your mind-body constitution, and then you can go ahead and build your year around it. I literally know which season I'm going to like be half as productive, and I adjust my year accordingly. I also work really hard in my other 3 seasons because I know how I'm going to be in that one season. So structuring your life around your dosha, but harnessing the power of nature to soothe us, heal us, support us, ground us. Many of us might need some grounding coming into the new year. If you're anything like me, December was nuts. Holiday party after holiday party. I didn't even expect all the holiday parties I got invited to, really, that my husband got invited to and I got taken to. And I was like, oh my gosh, yummy wine, yummy food. Who's going to say no? And socializing and networking and our own holiday parties and my Christmas party, and the list goes on. Needless to say, I'm pretty ungrounded. Gut health is off, getting headaches every day, totally inflamed, trying to gently detox off of wine, cheese, the little bit of gluten I had, sugar, all those things is like rough. It's not easy. But if you harness the power of nature, it all gets eased and is much easier. Take my word for it. I know it sounds weird, but if you spend more time in nature, all these things are easier. And finally, tip number 6, because I don't want to take all day of your time. Tip number 6 is sleep. So jumpstart January by sleeping. And I know that that sounds crazy, but sleep is an anchor. It's like a foundational stone in our whole entire beautiful home or whatever it is you're trying to build in the new year. Let's say you were trying to build a gorgeous home. Would you say, I see some water over there, I'm just going to build it on there. I see some sand over there, I'm going to build it on that. No, you'd put down a foundation first. So sleep, I find, is the best bedrock foundation to put in place for our health before we do all the rest, before you exercise, before you hydrate, before you take awesome, amazing supplements like mine, amazing teas that are so healing and supportive of the body. I also make those. Before you put any lifestyle practice in place, if you can honor sleep and get your sleep on point and your sleep on track, that's huge. The exercise will go better. The hydration will be easier. The eating cleaner will be easier. Everything will go easier. So I encourage you to really look at your sleep. And I sit down with my clients and I teach them, look, let's track your sleep. Whether you use a Fitbit, an Oura Ring, I want you to track sleep and give me the sleep data. And then let's have a conversation. I change, I shouldn't say it that way. I was going to say I change people's bed sheets. I have people change the sheets they sleep on, mattress, pads on top of their mattress. There's so much new tech when it comes to cooling down your mattress, your bedroom, all those things. I have people utilize sleep drops, sleep teas. I guide people to use a lot of different tools that exist out there to enhance the quality of their sleep, to improve it. Most people I meet say, oh, my sleep is fine. My sleep is fine. And I'm like, we all thought our sleep was fine. You should sleep like I sleep. Then we'll talk about what's fine. So sleep I find sleep can almost always be improved. And it's funny because I think it was 2018 or 2019, I created deep sleep tea, my tea that I put so many awesome herbs in. And it's like the most delicious sleep ritual. And it helps put you to bed, relaxes mind, relaxes our digestive system and everything. So it all quiets down and allows us to fall asleep into a better night's sleep. And I found so many women were like, my husband needs sleep help. My husband needs your sleep drops. So it's not always we who are the problem when it comes to our sleep. It's oftentimes everything around us, the environment, the house, schedules of ACs, schedules of sprinkler systems. I have a lot of deep diving into what is the exact pinpoint problem that's affecting your sleep and how we can fix it. So free health tip number 6, sleep awesome. Choose to actively invest in better sleep, optimizing your sleep, putting yourself on an incredible sleep track and sleep rhythm, and then you can maintain it. Then you don't need all the tools and all the things, but I think it's important to use the tools initially to get on the track that you want to be on. So those are my 6 free healthy habits that you can put into place going into the new year. The new year is a great time to harness the momentum of new year, new energy. This year in 2023, we are going through a Mercury retrograde. So if you are a believer in that, I think it is important to acknowledge that it might take a moment to build all the building blocks around our health or get the results that we want. So what I'm doing is I'm taking these first 2 weeks of the new year to be really gentle. Next week, the second week of January, and then the first week of February, I'm doing a 3-day challenge called my Ayurveda 3-day, haven't named it, Ayurveda 3-day detox reboot. We'll call it that for now. But I want to help everyone detox and reboot in the new year because I find using a new toolkit always helps. Sometimes we've done the tried and true and it hasn't always given us the results we want. A lot of people say, oh, my health, I know what to do. I already know I have to eat cleaner and blah, 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 and all things that don't sound like fun. I don't approach health that way. I really do think that when we're on the journey to health, we have to cleanse and clean out the systems, remove ama or toxins, as I teach it in Ayurveda, take the digestive fire and ignite it, get it started, get it moving and going and ignite that metabolism. And then we have to put in things to be whole and nourished. I can't start the new year and be like, yeah, I'm just going to cut out all the fun foods and eat really little and eat really clean and just eat all protein and get really lean and I'm going to drink water. No, that never works for me. It never has. That's not a method that makes me happy. So I'm always going to fall off a diet plan like that. It's better that I sit down and say, okay, what's each lifestyle habit I want to have in place that supports my body for longevity? I want to have glowing skin, glowing health. I want a body that's vibrant and feels amazing from the inside out. I want healthy, stunning, thick, luscious hair. I want to stay wrinkle-free forever, whatever that is for you. But whatever those goals are, that takes an investment into a lifestyle shift. And that's what I'm here to show you. And I'm also here to show you how to do it using Ayurveda's toolkit. So if you're interested in working with me, I do one-on-one client work with people to show you which of these tools are best for you and customize them to your dosha, your mind, body constitution. I'm happy to do a discovery call with you anytime. If you're interested, just visit my website, shivanigupta.com. And if you're interested in the supplements and teas that I mentioned, the website is fusionaryformulas.com. So be well, everybody. I hope you are having a beautiful start to your new year. Please be loving and gentle with yourself. Please incorporate one habit at a time. Get good at one. Just build the schedule and rhythm of one. Then once that one's in rhythm, we can add on the next. Then we can add on the next. So I hope you have an incredible new year. I look forward to seeing you all soon. Be well. Bye, guys.